Hello and welcome to Carmen Miller's Talk of the Town, Fort Mill, TKK. I'm your host, Patty Mercer, standing on the bank of the beautiful Catawba River. And with me is a lady who knows a lot about York County, Sheila Caldwell. How are you?
I'm great, and is this not just an absolutely wonderful backdrop?
I love it, and to see the activity just walking on the path, it really lends itself to the quality of life in the Carolinas.
There is so much to see and do in York County, and we just had a big write-up in one of the Charlotte papers about everything going on at Riverwalk here in York County, and we're like, hey, we've known this, but now the secret's getting out and more people are coming down this way. So it's exciting to see this finally taking off.
It really is, and of course you have a passion for the community. YourYC.com.
Yes.
Got that right. Is the place to go. I'm constantly surprised. How do you stay on top of all the events?
I'll just tell you, it's not easy. And YourYC.com came about because, as you know, I've been involved in promoting and helping generate publicity for nonprofit organizations and community events for probably more than 15 years.
You just do it naturally.
We'd sat around a lot of tables with different groups that said, wouldn't it be nice if we had one central website for all of this going on in York County? So one day I was really bored and needed a challenge. Pulled out the laptop and started putting together YourYC.com, and what it has grown into over the last 4 years, we're now the online portal for the York County Interagency Coalition, which helps promote all of the York County nonprofits, whether you're headquartered here or you serve residents here, and it gives them a free promotion site for their events, for their fundraisers, and also for the other big events coming up.
Giving Tuesday, tell me a quick overview about what it is.
Giving Tuesday is a day, you have Black Friday, you have Cyber Monday. Well, Giving Tuesday, which this year is November 29th, that is a day for us all to come together and to remind people about that spirit of philanthropy, that together in a community as we give, whether it's your time, whether it's your donation, if it's an in-kind gift, however you give back to your community, that's the day that we can shine a light on not only what all of the wonderful nonprofit organizations are doing in York County, but it gives the community a chance to participate in those things.
You also really have a passion for the things to do, the places to go and enjoy.
Oh, yeah.
Right here in York County. So let's talk a little bit about the Riverwalk. What's coming up next?
Coming up here on Saturday, September the 10th, you have Taba Fest.
Taba Fest,
And
okay.
Taba Fest started just a few years ago, and anybody who's familiar with the Riverwalk community, and we've watched it evolve over the years because we've owned adjacent property for a long time, and so we've watched the development take off here and it really become a strong community. But Taba Fest, you'll have to go on and look at everything they've got going on that day. There'll be food trucks, there'll be lots of activities for the kids, activities down here on the river, but it is a huge one-day festival down here by the river, and it will be packed.
That is fantastic. And really, there's so many opportunities for exposure and raising awareness. And I find it so cool how the things that you do have such a connectivity, just like living in a community. Tell people why it's so important to really support local businesses and causes.
Well, the one thing that we have here in York County, and you know this very well because you live in Fort Mill, is that sometimes when you're this close to a major metropolitan area, you become that bedroom community where people, they come home here and this is where they lay their head down at night, but then they go to work and most of their resources and their thoughts are where they work, in the communities where they work. What we've tried really hard to do in York County over the years is to help remind people, this is where you live. This is where your children are going to school. This is where you worship. This is where you're going to spend your leisure time, on the weekends. This is your community. So to think about York County first, because the more we think about York County first, whether it's shopping, whether it's the activities that we participate in, coming out and supporting community events, that goes back into the community. That's money back in the coffers for better roads and to keep our schools great. And as far as when you're looking at those community events, most of the community events that go on around here are basically put on by nonprofit organizations. And by going out and participating here on this side of the state line in York County, you're helping those organizations thrive so that the people that need those services are going to be there year after year.
Right. And it helps our tax base,
Yes,
which
it
we
does.
all enjoy that.
Yes, it does. And I mean, and it's no secret that York County is a great place to live.
It is a great place.
When
to
I
live.
moved here in '94, the first thing I was told was, you have 2 children, you want to be in York County. And this is where I've been ever since and wouldn't think of living anywhere else.
We are just getting ready to roll into the busy holiday season. Where should we go to keep up?
Well, YourYC.com is that central portal that brings in the community events. And we also help promote the other websites in the area, like visityorkcounty.com, visit rockhillsc.com, onlyiноldtown.com, all of those other websites that promote. And so between all of us, you can just about find what you're looking for in York County. But you're right, September, October, there is something going on all the time, and we tell people, especially people that have just moved to York County, if you are bored in York County, it's because you want to be.
Okay.
You don't.
Well, that's it for this edition of Carmen Miller's Talk of the Town, Fort Mill, TKK. To see more beautiful homes in our area, simply go to homesfortmill.com. And if you want to check out what's happening in York County, simply go to
YourYC.com.
This is Patty Mercer.
And Sheila Caldwell.
Until next time, bye-bye.